Wow, what's poppin', bro? This is your man's Bruce Parker, and I'm reporting live from Planet Shop, man. How y'all doing? Today I want to talk about this review for Injustice 2. Now, the game is literally a week old right now, and usually people give reviews for games like a couple days before it comes out. You know what I'm saying? If you have that luxury, I didn't have that luxury. Plus, I treat my gaming like I treat my music, and I like to listen to it, I like to absorb it, I like to live with it. So, you know, you gotta find all the little intricate nuances and all the little small details. So I decided to, wait a week to really gather everything and see how I felt about the game. Now, my first impression is that I really love this game. It's very beautiful. Graphically, it's the best looking fighting game to date. As you can see right here, that Swamp Thing talking to Harley Quinn, Black Canary, and Green Arrow, and they're trying to convince him that they don't have an issue with his land. But you know, it's in the story mode. I don't want to ruin too much. But basically, this is the best story mode that NetherRealm Games has made so far. Like, better than MKX, better than MK9, and definitely better than the first Injustice. And Injustice and MKX had Injustice, in my opinion, had a really, really great story. It's 13 chapters, and it basically starts off with Supergirl's origins. And it's basically about the villains coming together to try to take down Batman, because you know Superman is in jail. But now a bigger threat has emerged, and Batman has to wonder if he should trust Superman to help him with the new threat. Right here, this is a single player content I was just talking about. This is gear, and gear is basically clothing that affects your stats and it makes the character look cool. Hopefully they're still going to give us some alternate costumes, but I don't know. This is guild. If you played MKX mode, if you played MKX, and you know it was a mode for factions, basically, where you could like join this large group to gain extra points, and that's essentially like the Injustice 2 version of it. This definitely was an Injustice. It wasn't in Injustice 1, so you know it's a nice feature to add in part 2. And also, like, practice mode has improved, the tutorials has improved. Like, instead of just doing the basic tutorial, which is already great, now they're giving you character specific tutorials to basically show you how to play every single character. And I feel like that's a neat feature, because that shows a person that might not be super into fighting games how to play that specific character. This right here you're looking at is a multiverse, which in my opinion is the Injustice 2 version of the Living Towers for Mortal Kombat X. Some planets, just basically like a bunch of alternate worlds, and some planets will leave after a short amount of time, meaning you might get a lot of points from them. Some planets are there all the time, but either way, it's a cool feature. It's a bunch of new content, so even if you didn't play online, it's still tons of stuff to do in Injustice. You know what I'm saying? Now, the online mode, in my opinion, hands down, as you can see, this is like the most fluid online game NERS has produced thus far. Like, I've played over 200 matches and only have experienced lag in like 6 matches, and I'm being little. You can check my record. It's virtually, you can't tell the difference between online and offline. Again, you get to play rank matches, player matches, King of the Hill, and things of that nature. You can also practice with each other online. And as cool as gear is, you don't have to play with it online. There is a competitive mode that you can set up. So in my personal opinion, Injustice 2 is a 5 out of 5, man. It's the perfect fighting game. And like always, man, thanks for checking me out. Thanks for tuning in. And be sure to subscribe and hit the like button to my YouTube channel. I appreciate y'all, man. Catch you on Planet Shop. Later.